In this week 11, we are going to see about 8255. So they have mentioned about AVR microcontroller in week 11. But studying AVR microcontroller, whatever given in the assignment, that alone you prepare. But 8255 alone, we will see actually one particular slide is enough for this to explain it about the 8255. Okay, so 8255, where this 8255 is used now. When I'm taking my microprocessor, whatever we have seen 8085, 8086, I cannot directly connect it to the IO devices like motor or stepper motor, traffic light control system. All this I cannot directly connect. So I need one interfacing IC. That interfacing IC is nothing but 8255. 8255 na, it's nothing but PPI. The name of 8255 is PPI. Programmable Peripheral Interface IC. Mainly this 8255 is used to interface the processor with the IO devices. So while we are seeing about this particular slide is very important and it is given in the assignment itself. So we have three ports are there: port A, port B, and port C. Okay, so this all three ports can be act as an input as well as output port. So when you see to this particular thing, you have to remember that group B will comes under port C lower bit and port B. Group A means it comes under port A and port C upper. All ports, the three ports are there: port A, port B, port C. All these three ports, we have 8 bits. So totally 24 bits. So group 8, the port A, we all know 8 pins will be there. Port C, upper 4 pins. So 12 pins for this. And port C, lower 4 pins. And port B, 8 pins. So group A is 12 pins and group B is also 12 pins. So D0, D1, D2, D3, we all seen that. D7, this 1 means it will act as an IO mode. In IO mode, again we have mode 0, mode 1 and mode 2 operation. But 0 means BSR mode, bit set reset mode. So here you see in IO mode, we have mode 0, mode 1 and if it is acting as an input port, that is common for all. 1, 0 na output. So while we are seeing about this is also one of the important thing. When you see with that in this port, mode 0 is simple IO port and mode 1 means handshaking capability. Handshaking capability. Now, the acknowledgement will be get from the IO ports, whether it may be an input or output port. Port A and port B will get the handshaking signal, and especially the handshaking signal is provided by the bits of port C. That's very important. Okay, and in mode 2, while we are seeing about that, port A can be used as a bidirectional IO port with handshaking signal. Always remember, the handshaking signal is provided by port C only. So port B can be used as either mode 0 or mode 1. Okay, now we will go for the directly week 11 assignment. In 8255, bit addressability is available with port. Okay, so we all understand that BSR mode will go with port C only. So bit set reset mode is that is bit addressability mode is available only with port C. Okay, and about AVR microcontroller, you prepare as it is. So when you see to that, if CS not equal to 0, CS not equal to 1, CS not equal to 1. That is, when you look up on this particular diagram, we can see that 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1 means the clock signal divided by 64. I think 0, 0, 1 clock, then it may be 2 cube 8, then 8 square 64. The same way they have given 256 and 1024. We have to be given that depending on this value, I think this, remember this tabular column, AVR microcontroller, whatever you are given, that you prepare it. So third week is also, this will hold the current value. In an AVR microcontroller, interrupts are used for all the three purposes. Which of the following is true about 8255 micro interface? So it have three IO ports. That is true. Port A, port B, port C. So the remaining and all false only. Which of the following hardware solution to suppress the switching bounds in a microcontroller? RC time constant value is larger than the switching bounds. RC, you all understand, in RC circuit, the time constant is RC only. So in RL, when you go for RL, my time constant is depends on L by R. So RC is that. Okay, find the control of 8255 resetting bit 4 of port C. Bit 4 of port C. While we are going with this, so this particular tabular column is for IO mode, not BSR mode. So BSR mode, I think the 8255 has to be explained with the BSR mode. I think this one. Okay, bit set reset mode. So remember, this is the question. What is the question is given now? Find the control word of 8255 for resetting bit 4 of port C. Bit 4 of port C. Bit 4 of port C, 0xxx. Normally used 000. I have to reset bit 4, we all know 100. Reset 0. So what I have to put now, my value should be 0, 0, 0, 0. Bit 4 1, 0, 0. And we have to understand that resetting 0. This particular bit is for reset. And 1 set. This is for bit 4. So normally this 4 zeros will be common for all the bits. That 40 is common. So depending on the bit, it will change. So I think here itself they have given. So that's why I didn't give any separate PPT for this particular thing. So you may refer it this, don't care, port C and reset mode. Which of the following is correct combination to select port C? So port C, you have to understand CS not 110. Actually, here you may see that 000 na port A, 001 na port B, 010 na port 0, 011 na control register. So 010 na it's port C. That is they have given 010 na. It is 010 na, it is port C. 000 na, this is port A. When you see to that, this is port A and this is port B and this is port C. And the final one is control register. So if I asked any four, you have to know port A, port B, port C, control register. Okay. Which of the following statement is false? Actually, ADC is 16-bit resolution. That is false. So it is a inbuilt clock generator and input voltage is range from 0 to 5 volt and it has a 20 pins are there. So I think the resolution 1 by 2 power n is the step size. Okay. N bit resolution 1 by 2 power n. Okay. Why interfaces are necessary in a microcontrolled system? Microcontroller based to synchronize the data transfer between the CPU and iOS, as well as to resolve the speed problem, we need always a synchronization is very important. How many pins are present in 8255? 8255 also we have 40 pins. So 40 pins now we all know that 24 pins they allocated for the, I think I will show you that 24 pin they allocated for the AD not to, sorry, port A, port B, and port C. Okay, and two pins for control signals, sorry, supply and ground. So 26. Then we have all control signals are there. A write bar, read bar, chip select bar, A1, A0, reset and all. So you have to remember that 24 pins for, I think I will go there and I will write it. 24 pins for ports, 3 ports. Okay, and 2 pin for ground, 2 pin for ground, supply and ground, 8 pins for data bus, because I want to 8255 this side, I will connect my processor, and this side I will connect my IO device. So definitely I have to synchronize my data bus here. So 8 pin for data bus, D0 to D7. Okay, and remaining read bar, chip select bar. Okay, A1, A0 for address selection, write bar, reset bar. These are all control signals used in the 8255. Okay, so 40 pins. Which of the following can be associated with the bouncing contact? Both push button and toggle switches being used for bouncing contact. Which of the following port provides handshaking signal in 8255 in IO mode? So we all have to understand port C only provides handshaking signal in mode 1 as well as in mode 2. What is the function of 8255? That is parallel IO. It won't do any serial communication. No analog to digital. No timer. Parallel IO. I want to connect any input output. I use 8255. What are the control word of 8255 with configure port A, port B, port C lower and port C in the upper mode? I think this 15th question is very important, and in BSR mode we have seen one question. That is more important. So for that you have to know this control word, then only it is easy for you to activate. Okay, so what they given mode 0 they said. Okay, you all understand D7 is 1. Okay, mode 0. So D6 and D5 are 0, 0. And when I go for D4, I am using port A as a output mode. So port A output mode are 0. And when I go with D3, again, port A is nothing but a output mode. And mode 2 selection, mode 0, that is also 0. And when you go with D1, port B is also 0. D0 is also, all values are 0. So when you see that, this was 80, 80H. So 80H. So in this, while we are seeing, we can see that all this thing, IO mode now 1. The remaining 0, 0 for mode 0. Port A is output mode 0. Port C upper is also output mode 0. Mode 2, 0 is for mode 0. And port B is also output mode 0. And port C is output mode is also 0. So almost we have completed all the weeks, I think except the 10th week alone. So 10th week, you may study what is given in the assignments. It's completely theory part only. So 11 and 12, now I am sending this video for you. So you listen with that and study that. All the best for your exams.